Dr. Deuk here, and we're here for another session of Spine Scams Exposed. And this is going to be about insurance companies and insurance in the United States once again. This article called Iowa Privatizing Medicaid resulted in an 891% more illegal care denials, the report finds. So what's going on here? Medicare and Medicaid are government health insurance programs paid for by taxpayers, and Medicaid in particular goes towards the poor people in a state. It is government-funded insurance. Basically, you have to qualify by having a certain income level. You're below that income level. I don't know what it is for Iowa, but in certain states, it's around $1,000 a month. So if you make less than $1,000 a month, you qualify for Medicaid. Medicaid is government-assisted insurance, all right? So in the past, the government used to provide this insurance benefit to people who didn't have money, and basically they would administer the benefits. Then along came the private insurance companies like Blue Cross Blue Shield, Cigna, United Healthcare, and they saw an opportunity to make profit. Profiting off the poorest people in our country, the people who qualify for government-subsidized insurance. Hey, they don't care. As long as there's a dollar to make, they'll sniff it out. So here's what happened. They convinced the Iowa state government to let these private insurance companies run their Medicaid program. And what ended up happening was they ended up denying medical care. Anytime a doctor wrote a prescription for a test or a treatment for a patient on Medicaid, the new administrator, which was the private insurance companies, denied it. And in exchange for the denials, they got money. They got paid. So when patients didn't get the care they needed, this new intermediary private company who is responsible for denying care, they denied it, they got money. All right, so they just added to the pain and misery and suffering of people who are already poor and destitute. And that's what this article's about. So what happened was when these patients got denied care, like here's an example, right? Where basically they even terminated care while they were shifting a patient over to a new doctor. And they terminated things such as bathing and wound treatment. These are people with like the worst problems. They've got wounds on their body that are open, they're infected, they're getting bathed by nurses because they can't bathe themselves. And if they don't get this bathing treatment and wound care, they're gonna die from infection. So these scumbag private insurance companies that are running the Medicaid program, they basically turned off their benefits of these patients. So they no longer got bathing, they no longer got wound care. So you can imagine their skin just rotted away on their body during this time. Well, they complained, these patients complained to a judge, and there's a process whereby a judge will review this denial of care and see whether or not it's legal. And guess what? There was an increase by 891% of judges saying it's illegal for the insurance company to deny care. So when the private insurance companies came in and started denying medical benefits for these Medicaid patients, those patients started fighting it. And the judge listened to the case and determined basically 900% increase in overturning the denial by the insurance company than there was before it was privatized, basically when the government ran the program itself. So basically what this shows us is that when private insurance companies are in charge of your health care, all they want to do is deny things, and they're doing it illegally. Take control back of your own health care, all right? Fight these insurance companies, fight them in court, use the legal system. The legal system will make sure that you get the health care you need.